Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Isa17. Thank you very much for being here. Today I'm going to be talking about some Delina alternatives, some perfumes that are similar to Delina. So if you want to hear and see which ones are there, especially for one that is very similar. So if you want to know which ones I'm talking about, please stay and watch. Before going into the video, I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel and to click on the bell. So Delina is a beautiful perfume that is very expensive. In my opinion anyway, it's very expensive, but it is a nice perfume. It smells pretty good. I think the height that it has is for a reason. Now, what is Delina? How does it smell? Delina, when I put it on my skin, to me it is pretty much a fresh, fruity rose perfume. A perfume that is strong in the fruits, and they smell beautiful. And the rose, now the rose in Delina is, to me, is a plain rose, to be honest with you. I think what makes the rose exciting and beautiful and yummy is the, you know, people talk about is the peony. I think that's what makes the rose in Delina so yummy, the peony in it. But anyway, Delina, also in the dry down, it has some incense, but the incense I don't smell it much, to be honest. Very little, very little. I have to actually charge for it in order to smell it. Delina to me is about 60% fruits, 35, 37, 38, something around that, the rose, and the rest, that will be 3-4% or something like that, will be the incense. That's, to me, on my skin, when I put it on, what I feel. That will be the approximations, you know, that I'm giving to Delina. Now, Delina, we know it's expensive perfume. It's not cheap. Does it smell good? Yes, it smells great. You know, but it's quite expensive. So let's start with two fragrances that I think they had a very intoxicated type of rose. You know, now Delina, keep in mind, is not just a rose perfume. I saw different videos and many of them say Delina rose. Well, no. When I put it on my skin, Delina is not just roses. No, you get to smell the rose, yes, and you get to smell it easily, yes, but it's not just roses. Delina is a fruity rose perfume. So Delina to me has a big part of being fruity and then the rose. But the rose smell that you get, yes, it's a very yummy, intoxicating, strong, you know, type of rose, or a rose that is very easy to detect. That's but what other perfume have that such a intoxicating, yummy rose? I have two alternatives for you. The first one is this one that is called Rose Extase by Nina Ricci. This is how the bottle looks like. This one is all about the roses. This one is a beautiful perfume, very beautiful. And here all you get is just roses. Now I also get a little soapiness going on, but the soapiness going on here is very little, like 5%, you know. I mean, I smell it, but very little, so it's not a big deal. But the roses here, they are delicious, and they are definitely star of the show. The roses here are sweet. The roses in Delina are also sweet, or I mean, combined with the peony and all that, make it the impression that it's a yummy sweet rose. Here too, the roses are nice and sweet and yummy, very intoxicated, very like you know, a lot of, you know, really nice. Now this one has a good duration. I've seen it something about 7 hours, something around that. And the projection is very good. It's really strong, so I do suggest to be light-handed with this one because it can be very strong, especially if you're in summer. You really want to have a light-handed with this one. But it's a nice perfume. It smells really good. It smells very fancy, but it's just roses. You don't get any fruits. No, just that roses, and like I said, a little of the soapiness, but it's a good rosy perfume. If that's what you're looking for, is you're looking for roses. Now, another very intoxicated rose perfume is this one that is called Rose Mask by Montel. Now this one I smell three things. I smell the roses that again are yummy, delicious roses. I smell the mask and I smell a little liquor going on. So Delena doesn't have any liquor. Well, Delena has mask and it's a nice one to me anyway. Even so some people say, oh, it's too much, give me a headache. To me it's not, it's just a regular normal mask. But well, here I get the mask that is easy to detect, but the roses is the start. The roses is the main thing here, and it does have some alcoholic smell. Versus Delena, you don't get alcohol at all. I get to smell some incense in the dry down, but that incense is very for little. The duration, it lasts me a good time, about 8-9 hours, and the projection is really good. This is a nice, strong roses, and the roses here are sweet. Even so, this is not a sweet perfume, no, but the roses here are in the sweet part. It's not sour or bitter roses, but this is a really nice perfume, very strong, intoxicated roses. But now the perfume that is very close to Delena, the one that I think, oh yeah, this one could be a dude. Even so, it's not super close, I will say more close. But anyway, very similar is this one that is called Souvenir Floral Bouquet by Afnan. So this is how the bottle looks like. It's such a pretty bottle. Look at that. And look at here the top. See how cute? Anyway, so this one, this is how you open it. See? That's the spray right there. So this one is really good. It's very similar to Delena. Very similar. What are the notes? Let me give you the notes so that you have an idea. And listen to the notes. Da, 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 da. We have in the top notes rhubarb, lychee, or bergamot. Delena have these notes on the top notes too. In the middle notes we have rose, peony, vanilla, and lily of the valley. Get the idea? And on the base we have musk, cashmere, woods, and amber. So this one is very similar to Delena. The only difference with this one and Delena is that this one right here is more fruity and the incense is stronger. So this one to me is pretty much, you know, the same development of Delena. You got your fruits like Delena does, you got your roses like Delena does, and then you got your incense like Delena does. It's just that the amounts of each one is different. Like I was saying, in Delena, to me, the fruity part is more like a 60% of the perfume. Here I would say 65%, 67%. The rose is there, present, you know, like it does in Delena. And the incense, I was saying in Delena is very tiny, you know, 3-4%. Here is more like, well, I would say 8%, maybe 10%, something around that. So this one is a little more fruity and a little more incense added to it. But this one is very good. It's very funny to me because this one smells similar, very similar to Delena, but it's way less. way less than Delena. And this one, if I had to be honest with you, you know, I like this one a little better than Delena. Why? Because Delena is a nice, beautiful perfume, but I don't think it's for a young girl, but it gives you the vibes of being more for a young girl. You know, it gives you a little of those vibes. I'm not saying that, oh yes, it's a young girl perfume, because I really don't think that. But you kind of get those vibes. But anyway, versus this one is a little more grown up, you know, because it has a little more incense in it. Now it has a little more fruit, or a stronger fruity smell, which I'm not a fan of, but it still is well balanced. Now this one is sharp in the notes, or not really sharp, but not as well as Delena. In Delena, everything flows, everything is super well combined. Even so, you can smell this and that, you are able to smell it, but everything flows together so well, you know, versus here, no. This one versus Delina, this one seems a little more sharp, a little more like, this is this and this is that and the other is that, you know. It's not, even so it's combined, it's nice, it smells good, but it's sharper versus Delina. You know how the notes are combined here. Now this one also, it doesn't last me as long as Delina does. Delina on my skin lasts a really long time, 12 hours, 13 hours, you know, it's a really long time. It's on my clothes the next day. Versus this one, no. This one on my skin is around 10 hours, which still is a pretty good time, you know, but it's around that, around 10 hours. And the projection, they both have a really good projection. The Delina is really strong, and this one is very strong too, so have a light hand. Me, I like to do 2 sprays, maybe 3 if I'm really in the mood, because with Delina and with this one, you know, I don't think they are the type of perfume that will shock people, but there are some people that don't like, or that are, you know, kind of sensitive to perfume. I see when I was watching review for Delina, I see some people saying, oh, Delina is too much, it's too scratchy, it gives me headache, I want to vomit, you know. Me, I don't think it's that strong in order to provoke those things to me, but I understand that everybody's different, so maybe for these people it is, but for me, I don't see it. I have perfumes that are stronger than Delina, and to me, you know, I mean, Delina has a really very good projection, and this one does too. To me, it's not to the point that I will want to vomit or something like that, but anyway. Now this one, I think you can wear it, you know, to go outside in summer in the heat, and you can wear it in spring, in winter, anytime. Just if you're gonna be in the heat, I will suggest to be light-handed. With Delina, not so much. I mean, yes, but with this one, I would say be really light-handed, because the incense in here is a little stronger, and the fruit is a little, the fruity smell is a little louder. So in summer, you know, or out there in the heat, I think this one is a little more problematic, you know, than Delina. Delina, and that's the thing about Delina. Delina comes across to me as a fresh perfume, you know. So to me, wearing it in summer or winter, it is fine. This one is fresh. It's open up fresh, but like I say, the incense here is stronger. So just watch out for that. Just keep that in mind. But they both are very similar and pretty good. Pretty good. This one is a nice one, actually. I really like it. Really enjoy it. But that's it for today anyway. This one, if you are wondering, is of all the 3 perfumes, is the one that I think is the closest to be a dupe to Delina, because this one is pretty similar to it. Now, this one right here, Rose Stacks, is not a dupe, but it does have that rosiness that Delina have, that intoxicated, you know, super yummy rose. This one has that part of Delina, but it's not. And this one right here, it's not a dupe by any means, but this one, I put it on this video because if you are looking for a rose perfume that is very strong, rose oriented perfume, this one, you know, that's what you get here. A lot of roses, and you get that little liquor smell, and you get the mask. This one is pretty good, actually. If you like roses, and the roses here are sweet roses, even so this is not a sweet perfume, but this is a really yummy, strong, orientated rose perfume. This one by Montel that is called Rose Mask. But the closest, this one definitely, like I can say, an average something around that. Oh man, that is good. I love perfume, and this one is a good one, yummy. And Delina is very yummy too. That expensive, so expensive. Anyways, thank you very much for being here. If you like this video, give me your thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click on the bell if you like this video. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye!